Okay, this is a quick preview for basic class. For the next week or so, we'll be talking about inequalities. And inequalities, what those are basically mathematical expressions that do not equal in a sense. If you will take a look at the word inequalities, it basically means not equal. Versus an equation where it says equal. For instance, an equation would be something like 4 plus, or 4 times, we'll just do Q equals 12. That's an equation, and I would solve for that missing variable. That's not what we're doing. We're talking about inequalities, where it might be 4 plus Q is less than 12. And if Q equals 3. So is that inequality true? Well, let's take a quick look. 4Q, or 4 plus Q is less than 12 if Q equals 3. So I'm going to take this Q, I'm going to take this value for Q, and I'm going to plug it into my inequality. So let's take a look what that looks like. So I have 4 plus 3 is less than 12. The question is 7 less than 12? So the answer is yes, so this inequality would be true. And the way we look at it, there are a few different symbols we have to be aware of. There is the greater than, and then the less than. Students oftentimes get these mixed up. This is greater. This is less. There are a couple ways to look at it. When we read it left to right, we have this big opening. This big opening is greater than the little dot. And if we look at the other inequality, with this little reading left to right, this little dot is less than this big opening. So we're going to be looking at different inequalities and a couple other symbols they may see from time to time. Yes. We have a greater than or equal to, or a less than or equal to. So an example of this might be something along the lines of 17 is greater than or equal to 11 plus x if x equals, we'll just say 8. So I plug that value in, and I get 17 is greater than or equal to 11 plus 8, which actually equals then 19. So this inequality is false. It's not true. We could say we chose to put in, let's rewrite, is greater than or equal to 11 plus t, where t equals 6. Well, that would be true because then I would have 17 is either greater than or equal to 17, because I took the 6, I plugged it in for t. So that's what we're going to be looking at, and of course things might get a little more convoluted and a little more, well, of course they'll get a little more complex for them. But this is just a quick preview. If there's anything else that you need or would like, just let me know.